Let's go and play ball. I got a baseball. Sally got a bat. I threw it to her, and she hit it right back. That doesn't rhyme with bat, but okay. It flew very fast. It flew very far. It flew through the window and hit a parked car. We both gasped, and then I sighed. We were going to retrieve it, but Sally started to cry. I asked her if she was okay. She responded, "We have nothing to play." I knew she was right. I started to think, but with no warning, there was spillage of ink? Wait, did I have a stroke like midway through writing this? I knew she was right. I tried to think, but with no warning, there was spillage of ink. There was spillage of ink. That is what it says. I noticed the floor shook. Oh, did it shake. I went to find Sally, who was eating cake. She got so fat that she broke a chair. I tried to move her, but she stayed there. I cleaned up the mess. Sally tried to stand. I pulled her to the den. In the driveway pulled in a van. What? In the driveway pulled in a van. The door opened. It was Mother. She walked through the door. I yelled, "Oh, brother." I dashed upstairs, not wanting to get yelled at. She entered the house. That's it. There was a line here, but... Oh. Okay. There's another line there, and I crossed it out, but I think I can read it. So this is the unedited version. I dashed upstairs, not wanting to get yelled at. She entered the house, and I whacked her with the bat. That's what it says before I crossed it out. Heavily crossed it out, I'd like to add. I thought, uh-oh, I hurt my mother. I went to tell Sally. I ran through the room and then another. I passed the closet, which door flew open. I looked inside. Nothing was there. I started moping. Then out of nowhere popped up a cat in the hat. He said hi. I called him fat. Okay, that's what it says. The cat whimpered and went back. I got a bucket of cold water and threw it on Mom's back. What the hell? With a screech, she woke up. She asked me what happened. I can't make up the ending if I tried. Okay. With a screech, she woke up. She asked me what happened. I said she was tired, so she slept. The end. That's what it says. That is what it says. With a screech, she woke up. She asked me what happened. I said she was tired, so she slept. That's it. That's it. That is the end. I wrote that. I don't know what it was about. Probably the decline. And a lot of programs will accept either. What are my plans for grad school? I have no idea. To go, I guess. Do some lab rotations, find a project that I'm interested in. And ideally get a PhD at the end of the day, but... I mean, you've listened to my writing samples. Maybe I'll just become an author. Perfect. At least when I fail this time, it won't be nearly as disappointing. To be fair, I'm doing quite a bit better now than I was last time, even though I'm not doing well. Oh man. Would I quit school if I were paid an equal salary doing Roller Coaster Tycoon? Right now I don't have any salary, so kind of unemployed. They cut me a stipend for grad school, but it's right over the poverty line. So ideally I'd make more than that with any job I got. I should write 50 Shades of Sega. Yeah, the GRE. Just remember a bunch of math identities. If you take the subject test, just get a freshman intro textbook for whatever subject you're taking. Read through it the night before. It begins with 2 essays you have to write back to back. Make sure you sign up for the one that you could take via the computer, rather than the one that you have to handwrite, because you can do your essays and type them up, and you can copy and paste and whatnot. Whereas if you handwrite it, you can't. And that's mostly it. Don't worry about the essays too much. I think they're out of 6, and I got a 5 on them both times I took the essays. In fact, my English score was exactly the same both times I took the GRE, and math went from like 60-something percentile to 75th percentile, which is probably the best it would have been. And I think I got like 93% in English both times. Because I suck at math. But as you heard from my stories and poetry excerpts from when I was 10, I don't suck at English. In fact, people call me the modern-day Shakespeare. I call those people stupid. It all works out. Also, I need way more adverts, because I'm never gonna win. Unless I have a full propaganda assault. And thank you for subscribing, SoByMan1. How old am I? I'm 22. I graduated Thursday. So that's that. Also, I think there might be a thunderstorm outside. So if you hear random thundering noises, that's what it is. Go figure. You know, the thunder sounds like thunder. Now you know. I felt that was good to qualify. I'm 2 years younger than you. Do I sound 2 years older? My voice is ancient. Me, not so much. Oh, wait a minute. I think my tea, the water is ready. Let me tell you a little story about something, a product called Monotone tea. Now, I actually don't have a whole lot I could say about Monotone tea, except that there's a website that exists where you can make your own tea blend. And I did. It's part of the Flavor Friends fandom. See, there's our logo, the Flavor Friends. And that's my tea. Monotone tea, made of Mambo, chocolate, vanilla oolong, and candy cane pieces. I bought this. I made this. It actually looks like this in real life with the label and everything. I've noticed the label was stuck onto the package, was not printed on, which means somebody might have actually hand put that on, which means a real person looked at this logo and did not throw it off the shipping assembly thing. So, you know, it's vetted by the company then. If they allow me to create this masterwork, it's gotta be good, right? They wouldn't sell an inferior product. I've got a bag right here. So, I don't have a webcam, but I can always give some impressions on it regardless. Oh, the bag is broken. There we go. Thank you for subscribing, AC36. And let's open this up for the very first time. Oh god, I can't even open it. Uh-oh. I think the zipper mechanism is broken. How do you open this? Guys, I swear I'm college educated. There we go. Oh god. Oh, Jesus Christ. How do I explain what it smells like? Okay, okay. Halloween. You get candy. You eat the candy. You throw the wrappers out in the trash. This smells like a garbage can with a bunch of candy wrappers. It has a slight hint of sweetness and the peppermint scent, but it mostly smells like musty garbage with the tiniest of indications that maybe this is tangentially related to something sweet. And yes, there are bits of candy cane just floating around in it. So I'm going to pause this so I don't miss any brilliant moments in this theme park. And I'm going to go brew me a good mug of monotone tea, and then wish I hadn't. Be right back. Wait, I forgot the tea ball thing. Is it over here? Did I put it in the box? There it is. Well, it's... Oh, why does it... It just smells like old aquarium now. I don't like it. I'll let that steep for a few minutes. See if it burns a hole in the bottom of my mug. Just give it a moment. Give it a few minutes. I don't actually know. There's no instructions for how long I need to steep it. I really need more people in this park. Vitally so. Invite a hobo to take a bath at your house and then drink the bath water. Voila. Monotone tea. No, you have to then let him eat about half of a candy cane, because it does have that light, refreshing taste of peppermint. Or something. Actually, the original formulation of monotone tea, before I made it have peppermint, had red peppercorns in it, which might have been worse. I'm not sure. I changed the recipe, though, so I think only one person ordered it when it had peppercorns. Old Aquarium sounds like a crayon name. The GOT site, however you pronounce it, doesn't load anymore. Uh-oh. Maybe they know I've been bad-mouthing their product. Oops. Or, you know, maybe it's for the best, because if you can't access the site, you can't buy the product. You're safe. I'm not. The tea website has a UK equivalent, but you can't order my tea through that. You can only order their official blends. My tea has 7 orders. Again, I don't get any sort of percentage, any sort of kickback from anybody ordering the tea, so don't feel compelled to spend any money on it. You could just recreate the feeling yourself. Walk into a scented candle store, dump a bunch of trash everywhere, take in a deep breath, and suddenly, it's monotone tea. Well, site's dead. I should feel bad, but I honestly feel like it might be an improvement so nobody could ever order this product. It tastes like broken dreams and regret. That's the flavor. God, why don't they let you raise the land on this? I kind of need to, you know? It's a boat ride. What time is it? It is 1:12 in the morning here, Eastern Standard Time. And thank you for watching the stream, given that up until recently I was in the UK. And I really wasn't able to stream a whole lot. I was either busy or having tech issues, or my roommate was always in the room, studying or napping nonstop and chewing with his mouth open. Fun times. Roommates. What a concept. That's a lot of river rafts. I have to make it look like it's an exciting ride. So here's a snowman and a pirate ship. Yo ho, yo ho. A Mr. Bones life for me. Oh, and a caravan. Perfect. Totem pole. And a gallows. If you don't ride, we hang you. Here's a dinosaur. He's the jail tender. Jailman. Jail officer. Whatever it is. Oh, for what it's worth, let me load this up briefly. Insane in the game brain sent me a Twitch PM, and if anybody wants to perhaps make a donation, he is having some pretty serious dental issues, and this being the United States, it's quite an expensive proposition, so you could consider going to his GoFundMe page. Oops, that's not a link. And maybe throwing a couple of bucks at that, which is probably a better cause than buying a container of monotone tea. I think. I mean, I haven't had it yet. Maybe it's really good. It's probably not. But go give that a look. I'm gonna make a new handyman in the meantime. Done. Knifing. Oh, I didn't copy that. Knifing. There. Did it. Dental issues from drinking monotone tea. Monotone tea tastes really bad, but it actually makes you regrow teeth. The only problem is that you don't actually get to decide where your teeth grow. So, buyer beware. I've seen another streamer you watch post the same thing. I don't know, maybe you sent a PM to him as well. If monotone tea kills me on stream, do you call the police? Well, first you leave a 1-star review on the tea website so nobody else buys it. Then you call the police. Does it smell any better? You know, it's almost magical. But the tea no longer smells like garbage. It just smells like weak peppermint. It's almost not awful. I still wouldn't drink it. I mean, if I had a choice, which I don't. But it's gotten better once you add water. So we'll see. Let me just go and set that. Hopefully more people come in the park. And here is the initial sip of Monotone tea. Oh my god. No, it's... Imagine... Oh, that's not nice. Imagine burying a candy cane from a Christmas past, and you left it in the dirt for 1 year, 2 years, and somehow it didn't disintegrate, but it putrefied. You pulled it out years later. It's black and crusty and looks like it's been through hell and back, and you decide, I'm gonna make that into tea. Well, that's what it tastes like. It tastes like putrefied peppermint with... Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. That is the only flavor. Apparently, there's also vanilla oolong and chocolate in there, which I don't taste at all. Not... There is no taste of chocolate, no taste of vanilla. It doesn't even taste like tea. It just tastes like peppermint. Bad peppermint. Maybe it needs to steep a bit longer? It still smells kind of like peppermint. It's like a dental office. You could sort of pick up the smell of toothpaste, but it's mixed in with a bunch of things that don't smell quite as nice. It just has the flavor of dental office. There you go. And I would highly recommend it for tea connoisseurs or people who hate themselves. Those are the two demographics that we're trying to target with our new product. And they're not mutually exclusive either. Now chug the rest of it. It's still kinda hot. I could try it. Oh, God. No, that's still a little too hot to drink. Oh, man, it has like a sickly sweet aftertaste as well. Wish I had something to wash it down with, but I don't. It'll be the new hipster tea. If you're enjoying it, it's obviously too mainstream, but nobody will enjoy this. Therefore, perfect hipster tea. It will never catch on. If I burn off my taste buds, that's a good point. I mean, they're already in the process of being burned off, not due to temperature, but the horrific chemical burns this stuff is inducing. It's an acquired taste. Sure, let's go with that. I think I might need more handyman. I can wash it down with more tea. Are there any health benefits to monotone tea? Well, if you're inconvenienced in your kitchen by a clogged drain, you could probably pour this stuff down it and it'll run like new again. That's a benefit. If there's a rust spot on your car, this will take it right off. If you have any extra unsightly fingers, you could dip it in the mug and boom, they're gone. So, yeah, it's got plenty of benefits. Plenty of benefits. I'll get rid of that. It doesn't just open your sinuses, it burns in a third sinus. In fact, your breathing increases by 50% before it melts the rest of your face off. But for that brief moment, you have no idea how much more efficient monotone tea makes your breathing. No idea. Can you drink it to supplement your daily bleach intake? We recommend the tea to be taken with bleach, in fact. No milk, no honey, no sugar. Just splash of bleach and you're good to go. Trust me, I spent a semester abroad in the UK. I know what good tea is. And this is good. This is good. This is tea. I can't say the two words in the same sentence. I can't lie to you guys so blatantly. Well, is it still too hot to drink more of? That hasn't gotten any better. It just tastes like awful candy. In fact, if you told me there was no tea in this, I would completely believe you. Because nowhere in the complicated, expressive palette of monotone tea does it actually taste like tea. At all. Would I drink monotone tea or tea in the UK? Monotone tea. It's like my son, which I don't have. But if my son were tea, I'd prefer him over some snooty English kid. What? This is a metaphor that was going somewhere, I think. Yes, monotone tea. It's liquid, sometimes. I have to get someone to write me better metaphors. What is the primary note on its flavor palette? Sadness with a touch of regret, mostly. But they complement each other well. What if my son were a snooty English kid? I don't know how that would happen. I don't even have a son. What if he just pops out and he's just English? Just somehow. Switched at birth. I meant to get a mug of monotone tea, but I got this English baby instead. Better call up the hospital. Do you have to report your purchase of monotone tea to the government? It depends. Are weapons of mass destruction and terrorism illegal in your state or place of residence? Because if so, you might need to get that on file. I should finish my tea before it congeals. That's a good point. I like this mug. Better get it down while it's still a liquid. Well, I'm gonna make the rest of this disappear. I wish I didn't. Oh, God. Nope, I can't do it. Oh. That does not leave a nice feeling in the pit of your stomach. I'm gonna finish that later. That's too much to drink at once. Whew. It's like if you made a candy out of battery acid. It would taste something like this. Does it require a permit to purchase? No, but you should have a living will on file. And if you're pregnant or nursing, you might want to give it a rest. Just for a bit. You know, I need to more than double my guest count in a year and a half. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Also, God, whomever owns the Monotone Quotes Twitter has been working overtime. Also, I have no idea what the icon is from, and I feel really dumb because it's probably from this stream. I just don't remember. What is that face? If only we had shuttle loops. We don't have steel coasters, do we? It's all just wood. Yeah, we wouldn't mind things. 3.5 grand, what can I make? Hopefully something. Realistically, nothing. Threaten to poison the water supply if MonotoneTim... Oh, with MonotoneTim if people don't go to the park. God. That would be quite possibly one of the most evil things I could imagine. It's the subject for the next James Bond film. Is it from the Oregon Trail? That was what I was thinking. From one of the animated cutscenes, but I'm not sure. Land not owned by park. No? I thought we owned that. Okay, well, let's just build one in front. Done. Oh yeah, did you guys watch the stream yesterday with the Pokemon thing and the bootlegs and the voting? Did you like it? Would you like to see more? I mean, I love Coaster Tycoon, don't get me wrong. But I was wondering if I should look into other things. Other, stream format idea thingies to play around with. Use of MonotoneTim on POWs is forbidden by the Geneva Convention and is punishable by death. Death by MonotoneTim, in fact. You know, the death penalty and the drugs used for the whole process, quite controversial. But I think MonotoneTim might be a substitute for many of the compounds used to get the job done. And it leaves a deliciously pepperminty aftertaste. It's a win-win. You know, if you want to have a bath that smells nice, instead of buying bath salts, bubble bath, just dump some MonotoneTim into it and you'll smell like peppermint garbage. It's like what Hobo Santa would smell like. Maybe I'll just rename the flavor Hobo Santa. Because the more I think about it, the more I really feel like that just sums up everything about this tea. It's deliciously festive. It looks like a Christmas tree that was left to rot and then was turned into tea. Tastes like one too, or so I'd imagine. Did you miss the MonotoneTim? Well, I still have more. It's getting more and more pepperminty. Ugh. Well, I'm just gonna polish off the rest of this. And if I die, well, you guys can fight over the remainder of the bag. God. That last mouthful. Ugh. Why is it gritty? It shouldn't be gritty. Ugh. Well, the top tastes like peppermint. When you're down at the bottom, it just tastes like mud. It's the fossil record in tea. Or something. Ah, God. Why isn't the taste going away? Oh, and every time I inhale, it tastes like peppermint. That's not pleasant. Hobos are 38% grit. I guess so. How could I lend my name to an inferior product? It's as important to know what tea isn't good, so you can make tea that is. And I have determined, empirically, mixing vanilla oolong, mambo, chocolate, and candy cane pieces does not make for a good tea. Now there's only 10,472 other combinations to try, and maybe we'll know what the perfect tea blend is to cater to even the most sophisticated palate. And it still tastes like tea right now. And I wish it would stop tasting like tea. Why don't we have the Pokemon ROM hacks with drinking every Saturday? Oh, what, just making an event? ROM hacks and rum, the new MonotoneTim series. What am I gonna do with the rest of the bag? Well, I don't know anybody who works in bomb disposal, so I'm really not sure. Maybe I'll have to mail order a hazmat suit or something. I should probably save. I need to double my guest count in a year. And I'm thinking if I finish this ride, maybe it'll be alright. I hope. I mean, it's kinda neat how it passes by the other ride. Interweaves itself between the tracks, but I'm running out of money. I sound like a robot. Thank you? I think? I mean, robots are cool, sort of. Rum hacks with MonotoneTim. This scenario is 4 hours long, which is a good amount of time, so you know that once you're done and once you've failed, you wasted 4 hours of your life, which you'll never get back. It's not like a 2-hour scenario where you think, oh well, I had fun, I'll do it again, 2 hours, I'll win this time. With 4-hour scenario, it goes from the, oh, that was a fun time waster to, I can't believe I wasted 4 hours of my life on this and still didn't win. And unfortunately, Coaster Tycoon 2 has a lot of 4-hour scenarios, which is kind of a bummer. I think they're too long. Oh man, I need a new handyman. This area's a mess. It's like people have been drinking monotone tea over here. There's so much vomit. Let's see. Handyman 4 can be... Whoops. You, popcorn kernel. And Handyman 5 can be... You, the angry scientist. I swear I'm not picking people because they're subs, it just sort of happened that way. How can you play Roller Coaster Tycoon on Windows 7? I guess you just install it and hit the go button, because it's been fine for me. Running 64-bit Windows 7 here, and it has been alright. It's also on Steam, so I've been told, which is pretty nice. Haven't seen them yet, but it seems like the perfect game for Steam. Old, cheap, runs on everything, and everybody's played it at one point in their childhood. Cannot do any fast forwarding in this, though. Well, people are leaving the park en masse. Are there user-made scenarios? Yes. Yes, there are. What game am I playing? Solitaire. Just gotta put the queen on the king and carry the 2, and all the little cards pop out. Fun times. The issue with the Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 scenarios is that A, they're too long, B, you can't charge admission on any of these rides, which means they all lose money, and C, they really restrict the roller coasters you can make. And a lot of the time they lock them to a theme, which means, you know, you want to make something, but you just can't because it's not available. And that's sort of a bummer. So, personally, I think Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 is the better game. But what do I know? I've already finished that one. Haven't finished this one, so Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 it is. I could make my own scenarios with the built-in scenario creator. I've just been trying to finish this, you know, all the built-in scenarios before I really go and make extra stuff to do. I mean, it's not like I lack things to do in this game. It's just what's there is not super exhilarating. What about Roller Coaster Tycoon 3? Haven't played it. Heard it's not super great. Again, haven't played it. Maybe I'd play it and love it. Maybe I would take it out to dinner, then treat it right. I don't know. I'll try it one day once I'm done with this. Also, God, there's still a lot of barf there, and no one's cleaning it. Just this one area. This one super crowded, super barfed area. I don't know if YouTube is officially buying Twitch. That was sort of the rumor that was being kicked around a week ago, 2 weeks ago, but I haven't heard anything since. Maybe it isn't real, I don't know, but I'm not sure what to make of that either. If it's a good thing, a bad thing. But they have improved the delay a little bit, so it seems. I mean, it's got good days and bad days, but it seems better on average now than it was before, which is nice. I'm never going to finish this ride. People will never come to the park again. It's going really well. Really well. Sin Theme Park, I don't think is very good. Got it as a kid, played it recently on stream. It's still not fun. And it's hard to explain why it's not fun. I really can't come up with a way to, you know, draw a parallel between that and Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's just not as good of a game. Building things isn't as satisfying. Management is weirdly complicated in some ways, like the different guys you hire having different stats, but also really basic in other ways. like funding and advertising campaigns, which I don't think exist. So, I mean, if you just want a theme park game, play this one. It's good. Other ones, maybe not so good. Why don't I do face cam? Because I don't have a face. Because you'll see all of my tears for when I'm bankrupt in this game, which is pretty much all the time. Where am I going to get $1,000? Is there anything no one's riding? No. No, they're on that. They're on that. Guess I can get rid of this. I'm sorry, Totem Pole and Pirate Ship. Just need that money back. Oh hell, where's the entrance gonna go? Well, I guess it's not. Have I played Dino Park Tycoon? I have not. And this is going to be entirely too sharp. Needs brakes. Which I don't think it's gonna get, unfortunately. Well, I'm broke. Where am I gonna get this money? No one's coming into the park. I guess I can turn research off. Save $200 a month. I guess that would mostly balance the budget. Is everything opened? Are all the stalls open? Yeah, they are. That's closed, but that's because it isn't done yet. Damn it. Let's increase... Nope, that doesn't have a photo section. This does. Increase the price of the photo. How many have I sold? 874. So we can make that $3.20. Same for this. What is that? Something's falling off in the background. Have I played Twitch Tycoon? Would totally play that. If it existed. What degree did I earn? BS in cell biology and molecular genetics. Something not at all related to fake roller coasters. Ta-da! I'm losing guests. It's true. I'm losing everything. And I have to pretty much double my guest count in about a year. Which I highly doubt will happen. But you never know. Where am I going to get 2,500 guests? I don't think I am. How did this park go so bad? It seemed like, on the outset, it was doing alright. It was getting guests, people were having fun. I was reading awful pieces of literature I wrote at 10 years old. It was all working out. Ever since I had that swig of monotone tea, it's just been downhill. And I still taste it, by the way. It's still weirdly minty and oddly musty, if that's even a flavor. Maybe if I open a funnel cake stand. If only. Funnel cake would save all the problems. Alright, we need brakes. Because I've got some hairpin turns here for lack of money. Jesus Christ, is everything broken down? How is that happening? Yeah, the park is failing because I stopped reading it. Is there a loan? Nope. They refuse to increase my loan. I might have to fire a bunch of staff. That would be tragic. But, desperate times, this roller coaster is more important than feeding your family. It's It's even more important than your family. Sell your family, give the money to me. We have to finish this ride. Oh God, and there it goes. So much for having money. Briefly had some money. Now everything broke. Man, what a ripoff. This park sucks. So much. How much are these balloons? Not enough. $1.80. Is that gonna help? If I sell 100 balloons in maybe 30 seconds, I'll be golden. I won't be. But that would be nice. Why can't I put an on-ride photo on the mini golf? All this potential stuff I could be putting money on, or getting money from, it's just not possible. That's the thing about Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, you just are so limited with how you make money. Also later then, Dreeper90, thank you for watching. Adding more pathways to make the park less crowded would bring in more guests. Maybe? I'm tempted just to lower the price. I mean, if no one's coming in at 20 bucks, I'd rather have more people come in at 15 than no people coming in at 20. What is MonotoneTim cute? For girls who can't handle the 75% testosterone in MonotoneTim, this has 75% estrogen in its place. Ingredients: green tea, snowbud, black tea, natural vanilla, natural pumpkin, cinnamon, cloves, ginger, marigold, and cardamom, accented with rose petals. Delicious. I received a message on my tea account. I didn't even know I could get messages in my tea account. How does that even work? Is that tea site just a new social messaging platform and no one told me? Also, sorry, my chair is super squeaky. I wonder if the tea place would hire me if I sell 100 bags of monotone tea. I'll be the official tea formulator. It'll be great. I can make all of their products. Terrible. Can I define or clarify why it is molecular genetics? How is it different from cellular or organismal genetics? Having not taken that as a major, can't exactly tell you what classes a cellular or organismal class would have that would be different than mine, but a good amount of our bio classes were focusing on biological processes at a more molecular level, talking about protein signaling, things like that, metabolic processing, a lot of biochemistry stuff that tied into your carbohydrate synthesis and metabolism, proteins, lipids, how they're synthesized or metabolized. So I guess kind of that. I mean, I feel like that would also be stuff that would be covered in a cellular bio class, because you're learning about cells and the stuff that happens in a cell, kind of at the molecular level already. But yes, video games. Also, A, soon I'm gonna have less than 1,000 guests. B, I'm broke. And C, this ride will never be done. Everything is turning up well. No, it isn't. Maybe if I sell the mini golf. What if I save this and kill the mini golf? This, delete, yes. I'll just replace it with a boring mini golf instead. No one will know the difference, because mini golf is already boring. Good, done. Entrance, exit. Test it. Be convinced it won't explode. I need to turn the park around. I'm probably not going to turn the park around. Okay, 640 bucks. Okay, I'm convinced Roller Coaster 3 is God's gift to mankind. Open it, advertise it, let's go. 2 weeks. Free pretzels. That's what the kids like. Done. Can't I take a loan? No. I've already taken all the loan. And if I put a no entry sign in the front, it's not really going to help. It's going to keep the guest total up, but it's going to ruin the park rating, and if people want to leave the park, they're not going to spend their money. They're not going to line up for anything. They're not going to buy anything. It's just going to ruin the rating for really no benefit. So I don't know what to do other than wait. Does anybody ride my train? No, they do. This train's a ripoff. No one pays any money for it. No one pays any money for anything in this park, and that's why we're losing money. Free entry to the park? No. But free rides on Virginia Reel? No. Free rides on Roller Coaster 1. The ride is free, but the photo costs money. Perfect. What kind of fun stuff do I have in my desk? Well, earlier it was a bunch of bits of language arts assignments from elementary school, many of which I read, and are quite bad. My English teacher, my multiple English teachers, did not think they were good. She didn't like my SpongeBob story I wrote in the 5th grade, which, you know, Mrs. Zentek's disapproval of my writing is a blemish on my record, and I still feel the shame of that B- grade. Unfortunately. I wish I could move past that and heal, but I can't. It's just simply the damage is done from that story. Oh, things in the way. There we go. Oh, no, I'm broke. Best value park in the country, which is great because no one's gonna come into it. It was a crushing blow. I'll never write again. In fact, I've already forgotten English. I just speak in grunts and clicks now. Come on. Guys, please come in the park, I swear. Is this even a good ride? High, high, medium. Yes, that's great. It's fantastic, even. The delay is really good right now. Is it? How many seconds would you guess? No, never mind. No seconds. Delay is so good, it's bad. Do 1 unit length mini golfs work as well as 1 pathway long hedge mazes? Could find out. I should probably start making a bunch of cheapy hedge mazes and hoping they work. Can see. And honestly, in terms of Twitch delay, 15 seconds isn't too bad. I mean, it used to be better, but it has also been much worse. So, I will take it, if that's what it is. Also, pathway here, don't need. Free money. Now we need a bunch of desperation mazes somewhere. I never saved the empty maze. Goodbye, photorealistic horse maze. Made that the last time I failed this scenario. Oh god, the 2-minute delays. I don't think I ever had it that bad, but it was getting close to something like 50 seconds, which is kind of a bummer. Something happens on stream, people in the chat react to it. You can't react to it, because you do so at such a different length of time after it happens. And by the time the chat's saying something about what happened on stream, you've already moved on to a totally different topic. I mean, it's gotten better, for sure. I don't remember what it used to be. Every now and then I'll fool around with hitbox, and that's something like, oops, let's get rid of that. Something like 5-second delay, maybe. Which is quite nice, but I could definitely live with 15, maybe even 20 seconds. Just hope it stays as it is for now. Oh yeah, I used to stream blindfolded things, where I had the screen covered up and you guys saw the game, but I didn't. And you used to be able to tell me what to do at any point in time. And it was feasible on the old delay, I guess not so much on the new one. Oh, no money. Damn it. There we go. 5 fresh mazes. Everyone will come in the park now. 5 brand new rides. Never before seen. Totally exciting. I have to get 1,500 guests in a year. Just about. In fact, less than a year. And I lost my green arrow. Well, guess the park is rightly doomed now. Oh god, the Ustream streams. That was a while ago. How do I get people in this park? I want to advertise. I guess I can delete this dinosaur. I killed the dinosaurs to save the park. I hope it works. I made them all extinct. Hope it was worth it. Notice me, senpai. Hello, Dogecoin 1. How long has it been since the last marathon? About a year and a half. If you go to the site, it doesn't work. It's been broken for a little bit. I really need to get on tech support to find out why it doesn't load. One of these days we'll have another one. Either that or I'll just play Coaster Tycoon and read old crap I wrote as a kid forever. Almost the same thing. Sort of. Guess what other site has been broken? MonotoneTim isn't broken, I just stopped paying for it. I didn't have any content that I'd put on it. And hosting was something like 80 bucks a year, 80 bucks every 2 years, or something. Not an insubstantial amount of money for something I didn't really use. So I just stopped paying for hosting, stopped re-upping the domain, and it's just sort of gone. Let's see. Oh man! This pathway can totally be replaced with a pathway made out of red carpet. And I can delete that bit. Which, part of me thought that would save money. And then I realized this was here. And I can't delete the rest of this. So no, that was actually just a complete waste. In fact, that was a waste of money because I was replacing pathway, which doesn't even need to exist. That doesn't go anywhere. And the angry scientist is also not going anywhere. Shirking off his responsibilities, cleaning all this barf. A blood red carpet, exactly. Now you're talking. You've gotten into my inner 12-year-old psyche. I still taste the weird, musty candy aftertaste of the monotone tea. Still. It hasn't subsided. What if my mouth is like this forever? There's some horrific chemical compound in the tea that nobody told me about. It's altered my DNA. I'm never able to taste the same way again. There we go. Research indicates that carpets are, in fact, legless. Well, that's good to know. The genuine taste of candy ass. That's pretty much it. Either candy ass or hobo Santa would be a good description of the flavors. Personally, I'm still a little bit biased to calling the flavor, just describing it officially as hobo Santa. But yours isn't too bad either. Gets the point across. Hobo Santa's a bit more poetic. Let's see. Oh man, park rating. And 1,200 guests. Things are looking up for the park. Maybe. You watch the Korean theme park. The thing about the North Korean theme park is that I feel like eventually when North Korea collapses and we all find out what's exactly been going on behind the North Korean border, it will be quite a bit less funny and a lot more tragic. And looking at the North Korean theme park will be almost as if I'd made, you know, a Nazi Germany Holocaust theme park. It'll be less, you know, it won't be funny, it'll just be tragic and insensitive. Because North Korea, as fun as it is to make glorious leader jokes, really a pretty bad area in so many aspects. So many different things are wrong with North Korea. Can't even really begin to imagine the extent of everything wrong there. All of those human rights abuses. That person related to the Kim family was killed with a flamethrower and then fed to dogs or something. That's, not quite as funny, unfortunately. Did I drink the monotone tea? I did. My mug is empty. The only liquid inside are my tears. Oh yeah, Dennis Rodman's got our back. God, he's a nutcase. No, not my free pretzels. God damn it, who's gotta come to the park if I don't give them free pretzels? Man, that's the only reason I'd go. Let's see, what's broken? 2 things. Alright, that's fine. I've got 2 mechanics. It's almost the same. I've got the potential to fix it. No, I guess I can't do anything about it. I could send them monotone tea. Shoot it over to the Kim family. It'll go down well. Just crush the country from the inside out. Coincidentally, that's also what it does to your digestive system. Oh, I don't think I have a guest 420 anymore. I think he's long gone, lost to history. Hmm. Oh man, 2 whole weeks of exciting, whatever the hell this park is called, advertisement. Fungus Woods, that's right. Look, if a name like Fungus Woods doesn't make you want to bring your kids to a theme park, nothing will. Fungus Woods is also, coincidentally enough, another way I would describe the flavor of monotone tea. No, I'm not studying abroad anymore. Semester ended, I graduated, now I'm back home. In beautiful, not garbage-smelling New Jersey. I promise you, it's not. Not this part, at least. Oh man, only 1,200 guests to go. Now I just need to not double. Just slightly under-doubling my park guest total, and then I'll win. Did I ever tell my roommate about my streaming? I did, I brought it up. He walked in the room when I was not done with the stream, and rather than sit there awkwardly and mumble to myself, I just called him over and said, look, have you ever heard of Twitch TV? And it was still really awkward. But I'd like to believe it was less awkward than the alternative. I've got money, but I'm afraid to spend it, because I'm worried if I do, something's going to go wrong, and I'm going to have to spend more money to fix it. Also, night then, low quality wallet. Thank you for watching. Did I ever learn that my roommate was actually everybody in the chat typing messages? It would be weird, because he'd always come over and look at my screen and ask what I was doing, and the chat would be up and you guys would be talking about him, but he'd never comment on it, but he would have had to have seen his name in the chat room. Right? I couldn't imagine him not, unless he couldn't read. I mean, I'm fairly sure he could. I mean, he was studying abroad in England, for God's sake. I mean, they kind of made English. So I assume he's got that whole literacy thing down. There we go. Oh no, I don't have a roommate anymore. Did I ever figure out how to spell his name correctly? His first name was Nan, N-A-N. His last name was something. It was a common Asian surname with an N and then a Y and then a G and then I forget what's after it. I forget how to spell it. But I've seen it before. I've had classmates with that last name before. If I saw it, I could probably tell you that one. Nguyen, that's the one. I believe. So, that was him. I don't remember a lot about him. He never really talked a lot. He didn't like chocolate, he didn't like coffee, and he didn't like peanut butter. So, I kind of felt like we really weren't going to connect a whole lot. So, that was the story of the roommate. And he wasn't a bad person. He just didn't have, I guess, I don't know. He wasn't sociable at all. And it was very weird just to come in a room and he'd turn, look at me, say nothing, and then turn back to whatever he was doing. Honestly, maybe it's just a, personal flaw because I'm an only child and I'm not used to sharing a bedroom, but just having a roommate around is just bizarre. very unsettling. I mean, how am I supposed to get all my illegal internet dealings done if someone's always looking over my shoulder? Oh yeah, one point I'd come back in the room after a couple of days where I had not been there, and I said, "Hey Non, I'm back." And he looked at me and said, "Oh," and then he put his headphones back on and went back to whatever he was doing. I'm not sure if he missed me and was just overcome with emotion, or if he didn't care. He probably just didn't care. He had been in London 2 years prior to me coming in, which I find really strange. Well, the thing is that in college, I had a roommate my freshman year, then I had a single for every year after that, except for when I was in Britain and I had him as a roommate. So that was that, and I just sort of got used to living alone. I got used to living in a situation where I could cry in my room and not be judged. I mean, not saying that actually happened, but I mean, the option was there if I needed it, you know, which is a new topic. He keeps a journal about me. God, can you imagine? Every time I'd hear him mashing on the keyboard, he wasn't playing StarCraft. He was actually writing down everything I did. Any fun freshman year stories? No. It was a crappy freshman year, and I spent most of it very unhappy. That was pretty much it. Stuff happened, majors were changed, Calculus 2 for engineers was failed. You know, freshman year. That's alright. That's literally the first time you've ever heard me speak in a slightly different voice. And that'll be the last, because I'm just gonna talk like this forever now. Hey everyone, welcome to MonotoneTim. I'm playing some Coaster Tycoon today. I'm gonna close this guy out. He's taking up too much space. Look, it's a snake. But now it does have legs. See? Now it's not a snake, because snakes don't have legs. Oh man, Calc 2 sucked. I got a D the first time I took it. Retook it, got a B-. I was pleased with that, because I didn't fail it a second time. So, would not recommend Calc 2. Especially for someone like me, who always sucked at math. What cumulative GPA did I graduate with? Final grades aren't in. I think last I checked it was a 3.6 something. I don't know. 3.6X. Oh, crap. I think my guest increases have stalled. And the problem is, I already have all my adverts running, so I don't know what I'm gonna what I'm supposed to do to get more people in the park. Maybe another merry-go-round. That's what the kids want, I think. There. Entrance, exit. Boom. Open. It's true. I got the D. Ha 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 ha, internet jokes. You see, you mean D like dick, but I mean D like grade. And it's funny, because there's a disconnect between the meanings. I like you. We should go into business together. I need to double my guest count in 3 months. No, I don't have 3 months. May, June, July, August, September, October. That's 5. It's gonna be fine. ad campaign ended. Well, you know what? We're going to have a great ad campaign for this new merry-go-round, which I opened, which is exactly like the other merry-go-round. But this one's different in the sense that it is pink and brown. My favorite colors. It is all Neapolitan ice cream. It's got the chocolate, the vanilla, and the strawberry, which nobody likes. How are we going to get 1,000 guests in 4 months? Well, we're not. Haha. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Full-fledged desperation mode on this park. It's free. It's free. Everyone, come to the park. No money required. That is the definition of free. Also, we're gonna clean up the barf. Oh, there isn't any. Damn it. Can't fix that problem then. Did I take the D? I went to the prof to contest the D, and I was unhappy having received the D, but he told me that was the D I earned, not the D I got. So then I went home, was sort of sore about getting the D for a bit. Then I went back, took Calc 2 again, and then I got a B-. Hurrah. Do I have to hold the guests until October, or does it end when I get enough? Nope, gotta get 2,500 guests and keep them until October 31st, or else I lose. Where the hell am I going to get more people to come into the park? Oh man, barf. This one bit of barf right there is why nobody came in the park. That's why. You know, I'm going to fail this again. Why are people not coming in? Free food or drink. Here, free pretzels. I mean, if that doesn't do it, nothing will. God, this park is doomed. I'm doomed. Why aren't you coming in? Why are you leaving? I mean, for God's sake, it's free. Why wouldn't you come to a free theme park? All the rides are free. The entrance is free. What else do you do with your life that's more important than free stuff? I can't research more rides because I don't have $200 in the budget to play with. It's not over yet. I've been losing money since I made the entrance free. I've been losing guests since I made the entrance free. How does it even work? Look, I just made the entrance cost money, and now everyone's coming in. Why? How? I mean, no, I don't have a degree in economics, but I would have assumed people like free things. I like free things. No, if I block the entrance, I'm gonna lose a bunch of park rating bits, and then I will never get enough, and I will lose the game, and I'll lose the scenario, and I'll have to turn it off, and then I will go to bed burned in failure, which is probably what's going to happen. You're minoring in economics and nothing is truly free. Sorry. I need to have my cost and supply graph meet up in the middle, and then I circle it and say profit. I think that's how economics works, something like that. They want what they can't have. Charge for it and the rich will come. There you go. All the adverts are running. I didn't think this would be that hard. I really didn't. But no, I am just not winning. Raise the entrance to $30. Done. You have to be privileged. You have to be a respectable, wealthy member of society to come into this park. No hobos allowed. That was the problem. Park was free. All the hobos came in. Charge money. They're gone. Kick them all out. And everyone's still leaving. Free rides on Wooden Coaster 1. Wooden Coaster 3. Free rides. Please, guests, come in the park. I can't take out more loans. I've spent all of the money. I'm sorry. Where's my theme park scholarship? Put the hobos in panda suits and everyone wins. I need to calculate the cross-price elasticity between supply and demand. I have a perfectly inelastic supply of rides. Does that mean anything economically? Am I just saying words? If I check the tax receipt dividends on the supply curve of the investment streak, then I'll be able to maximize my synergism between the market and the freedom of liberty and economic ability of the situation. Economics. I've done a full analysis of the park. I have all this money. Why don't people want to come in? $2,000. Here's a haunted house. Will that fix it? Are my problems solved by this haunted house? Why do you need to test the haunted house? What is there to test? Yep, we built it. Hasn't fallen over yet. Done. Look at that barf. You're right. Park with the worst food in the country, you bastards. Urgh. Yeah, well, I'm gonna build iced tea, shaped like the back of the Statue of Liberty, and everyone's gonna love the park. Iced tea, sunglasses, and then pizza, and then ice cream. Next to the pizza. Next to the iced tea. Done. And open. And I still haven't gotten any more guests. Make the pathway around the park elastic, and despite the economics, it'll be bouncy and fun to walk around on. Genius. You're hired. We have to test the ghost scariness. Where are the funnel cakes? Okay, fine. I'll build you funnel cakes. That'll be the first thing. Funnel cake. You walk in the park, you look to your left or your right, there's a funnel cake. Perfect. Can't spell funnel cake without fun. Or cake. Night then Bridge Sing 99, whose name I'm sure I totally butchered. Get a pizza and a Sega kiosk. You think the food place is backwards? Do you? It looks okay to... oh. Well, it's not backwards, but it's not lined up. It's offset by 90 degrees, which means we're both wrong. Which means we're both right. Which means no one's going in the park still despite my best efforts, and I might as well give up now. What do you do? What do you do with an ailing theme park? Am I charging for the new foods? Yes. Oh, that is a lot of vomit. Just like college. Put that there. Put this there. Put this there. And then pick up this man. Nope, this man. There you go. I put pandas in, but the problem is that the pandas are going to take all the money. And then I won't have anything to fix it with. Because, I mean, the park will go wrong. Believe me. I will need to re-up the adverts, so... The more guests come in if there is a higher park rating. I think so? I always assumed that was the case. I'm not sure if it's helping, though. Water attractions. I have one, it's over here. Problem is, well, A, it's broken. The other problem is that that's really all we have, either that or boats. Sell all the rides, hire tons of pandas. You know, it's not even a theme park, it's just a panda pit. You walk in, hop in the pit, you just get beaten around by a bunch of pandas, then you leave. Just like a panda mosh pit. Will I be running for mayor again? No one's gonna vote for me if I keep failing these scenarios. The iced tea stall is not connected to the road. Ah! Is that why no one's in this park? They can't get their iced tea, so they're not even interested. Oh. I thought that was the door. That's just the hookup to the toxic waste disposal plant, I think. Let's put this like that. Done. That makes a bit more sense. Isn't there a ride that's just up and down that was super popular? There was, but the problem is that I don't have that ride unlocked. But I can build a really exciting wooden coaster. It's gonna go up. Then, before I run out of money, spiral slide's gonna get in the way. Then, it's gonna go down. Nope. It's gonna go down. Then it's gonna hit the dirt because I built it wrong. It's gonna turn slightly. Turn again. Hit the pizza stall. By design. It's just gonna hit everything. That's the ride. People say they want to hit all the attractions. Well, let's let them do it in the most literal way possible. Hit them with their face. And I'm out of money. But I did get 20 guests since I started building it, so obviously people do want horrifically badly built rides in their theme park. Only question is, do 1,000 people want that within 3 or 4 months? And I think the answer is no. But we'll see. Wooden Roller Coaster 4, it hits everything. That is the advertising slogan. Already made. More attractions, more stalls satisfies the algorithm for more guests allowed. I don't know if that's the case. It depends on the kind of attraction though, because I built a bunch of 1x1 square hedge mazes and it doesn't seem to have gotten the job done. Come on, on-ride photos. Entrance, exit. Test that. I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed to work. I don't know why it wouldn't, but just in case somehow it spontaneously combusts, I could say I saw it coming. And that's hooked to the exit. And that, I think, is attached. Good enough. I'm convinced no one's gonna die from that. Any bathrooms? I do have a few. Ad campaign for Roller Coaster 4. Just give it some time. Nope, out of money. I don't think any of the cheats naming guests certain things actually does anything. People have been telling me to do that since the very first Roller Coaster Tycoon stream many summers ago, and I don't think it actually does anything. Not in my versions, at least. Call up the Viewbot website and see if they can get you extra guests. God, those websites that charge for Twitch views. Why would you pay hundreds of dollars for fakey viewers? I mean, if it were like, oh, throw me a Jackson and you could have 1,000 people, I could see it, but it's way more expensive than that. It doesn't seem worth it. You know, it's like saying, I'm an up-and-coming musical artist, and your promoter says, you know, I'm gonna fill up this arena just for you. And you think, oh, he's gonna get me attention, he's gonna get me fans, and when in reality all he does is fill the stands with a bunch of cardboard cutouts of people. It doesn't help. It doesn't even make you feel good. It just makes you feel like you wasted money on robots who will never love you back. Believe me, I've been there. No, I haven't. Well, I got like 10 more guests since I started building the ride, and now I'm losing them all steadily. Oh, God. Free entry to the park. I'm really running out of things to do. It's August. How is it August? God, I've never failed a scenario so thoroughly. Also, give me one quick minute and don't go away. I need to make a fast bathroom run because that monotone tea is not sitting well. We'll be right back. Gonna run a quick commercial. Don't go away. Be back in about a minute. Yes, stuff. Hello, I made it. I'm not dead. I feel dead. But I'm not there yet. Monotone tea has not completely burned through my digestive system. Just partially. I didn't need that chunk of my small intestine anyway. Why are you getting random German ads? I have no idea. Don't look at me. It's probably about as accurate as the Twitch ads generally are, though. I get a bunch of weird foreign language paper toweling adverts and realize, you know, I don't know what the market is for this, but it's certainly not me. Also, I have a really weird urge to buy paper towels now. Especially in Espanol. Oh, great. Now guests want to come in. Now that I've got 3 months to pretty much get 1,000 people. I can almost guarantee you that will never happen. Maybe I just have to believe. What happened to the Persona intermission screen? Oh, it's still here. It's right there. Ta-da. Haven't deleted that. Spent entirely too long drawing it all out in Microsoft Paint to delete. It feels a lot more empty compared to the other one though, now that I look at it. Which is a shame. Probably should add more to it one day, but I'm lazy. Maybe when Persona 5 comes out, come up with new things to put there. I never played Catherine. Is it good? There's a lot of games I haven't played. I mean, I'm back from college, and we sold our old house, and I've just been going through old games, and the only TV I have hooked up is just some 20-inch tube TV thing. And I've just been playing like Paper Mario and Majora's Mask on it because I haven't had a tube TV in a while. At least one that was hooked up. And also, N64 games look like crap on HD TVs. Unfortunately, it's like a big blurry mess. So I've just been pretending it's like 2000, 2001 again. Also, Paper Mario. I didn't realize it. Haven't played it in a few years, but replayed a bit of it recently. It's a really good game. The writing is funny, the music is great, still looks really pretty graphically. You know, I think it might be one of my favorites. And I never really thought of it that way. But the more that I'd play it, the more I'd think, this is really fun. I'm enjoying this. So I should probably go back and finish it again. Also, Majora's Mask, best Zelda game. Best game on the N64. Period. Of any kind. That's what I've got to say about that. I did play the GameCube one. I think it's a little... It's not bad. I think it's too long-winded. Things are too big. I think the areas are a little too big. The backtracking is a little too much. Whereas Paper Mario, it's generally, there's always something happening. There's not a lot of downtime between acts in Paper Mario 1. And then you could finish it in like 12 hours, or less. Thousand Year Door is 2 or 3 times as long. Look, no, Wind Waker is not the best Zelda game. The first half, fine, great. Second half, no, it's not fun. The later dungeons, I think, are just... You know, they compensated with the fewer amount of dungeons by just making them really long. I don't need to say anything about the Triforce quest that hasn't already been said. So... Maybe the HD one improves things. I haven't played it. I don't own a Wii U. But... Every now and then I'll load up Wind Waker again and think, you know, I should like this more. It looks nice. It sounds nice. It plays well. Why don't I like this? And right around the watery temple thing that you get to via boat, Temple of the Gods maybe it's called, I just lose interest. I mean, Ocarina of Time's a great game. Influential as anything. But I don't like a lot of the dungeons in it. I feel they're too... puzzly? In a way? And I think that's why I like Majora's Mask a lot more, because it's just... the dungeons are a lot tighter. The whole game, I think, is a lot tighter. You know, there's not a whole lot of padding for things in it. And even the padding-y bits, like the Pirate Fortress or Ikana Canyon, are full of just combat, where I feel, in general, there's more puzzle, less of a combat sort of focus in Ocarina of Time versus Majora's Mask. But it also doesn't hurt, or doesn't hurt Majora's Mask that it doesn't have a whole host of unskippable cutscenes, like Ocarina of Time does, which are not fun to sit through for the 15th time. And you go back and replay it, and the beginning is just marred by learning about how the planet was created over and over and over, and watching the little spinny Triforce things again and again and again that you can't skip, and that kills the enthusiasm right there. It's no fun. I really need to finish Twilight Princess, but lost interest in that as well. Haven't played Skyward Sword. I mean, I feel as if Twilight Princess isn't clicking, Skyward Sword, I've heard, is a bit more controversial in terms of, you know, who likes it, who doesn't, so probably should just not try that yet. No, I'm not gonna fail. I've got 900 people behind the scenes that are just gonna rush the park in a month. I have a bunch of 1x1 mazes here. I don't think they made a difference. I have the green arrow. There's really not much more I can do. They're coming in as fast as they possibly can. The Twilight Princess, I just think the dungeons are a little too big and a little too boring. But, again, I really haven't played it. I haven't even booted it up for maybe 5 years? I think the problem is that the Wii controls don't make it any more fun. And if I had a copy on the GameCube... Okay, this is what I have to do. This is what I was thinking of doing during the summer when I have time to stream. And it's just setting up a bunch of streams that are pretty much along the lines of games I should have probably played by now, but haven't. Or games that I've probably beaten, or probably should have beaten by now, but haven't. And it's just clearing up, you know, a backloggy sort of thing. So games like San Andreas, which I played a few hours of but never beat. Games like Twilight Princess, which I really feel like I ought to like, but didn't get that much into, would be on the list. Things like that. Only qualm is that I'm not sure if that would be as interesting because it doesn't have fake roller coasters in it. But, I don't know, just an idea. Also, by the way, Vice City, totally playable on the phone. San Andreas, don't play it on the phone. I bought it for smartphones. It's, way too many buttons to potentially have any real control over on a smartphone. And the aiming is a lot more finicky than the Vice City aiming. And I have no idea why. I mean, it's the same engine, same phone, just plays a lot worse. But, yes, that was a potential stream idea. I used to have a Moga controller thing for my phone, but then one of the buttons was shot and it didn't work, and I contacted customer support and said, hey, I'm gonna send this to you. could you send me an envelope? And they said, sure. They never sent me an envelope. So I just had this busted controller for right about a year, I guess. Got it before last summer. It's been broken for a while, just recently threw it out. I mean, if anybody wants a Moga controller with one of the buttons not working, I guess I could fish it out of the trash. Go drive down to my local friendly landfill. Can't believe I failed this again. I'm sorry. This is not a theme park to hang up on the fridge this time. Did I drink my tea yet? I did. I liked when Twitch allowed anyone to make a highlight on your recording. Now I have to make highlights, and only I can make highlights. No one else can. And that's kind of a bummer. I liked when anyone can do it. I like going through old highlights and seeing what people highlighted, what they thought was good. I can't be bothered to go through myself, and that's partially out of laziness and partially out of just... It's weird to go through my own streams and think, yeah, this is the bit where I was really funny. Really, really funny. It just seems very self-inflated and not really something I have a whole lot of desire to do. I don't know why they took that feature out. Could you use editors? I guess? I don't have any editors. I never set any up. I mean, God, I've been streaming for years and I didn't even have any mods. And now I only have 2 and a robot. Well, I'm losing guests again. It's gonna be great. The game's going to take pity on me, drop 1,000 people into the park, and then I'll win. That's what's gonna happen. Let's see. Oh, I can get free entry to the park. Hope there's a massive mob that comes in. Right about now, he says as everyone leaves the park. Great, I've lost 50 guests. Well done. It's October, you can hear the Death March. That's not the Death March, that's No Tango Dinero. It's totally different. Oh, god damn it. How? Why don't you people like the park? I give you everything. Give you trains, planes, boats, and more at the Jackson Hobby Shop, and no one is interested in coming to this park. This is going to be the 3rd time after this that I attempt it. Oh well. Copy of Final Fantasy X HD edition for the Vita came in the mail the other day. It was no surprise, I mean, I ordered it, but been playing a bit of that recently. I'm not sure what to make of Final Fantasy X. I played it as a kid, well, as a younger Tim. I liked it, it was fun, battles are fun. Played it, bits of it, maybe a year or 2 ago. Thought the story was really dumb. Playing it again, I feel like it's less dumb, less overtly awful like I thought it would be. So I feel like I'm shifting a little bit more on that. But we'll need to see. I do like Titus's continued inner monologues that he has for a lot of the plot. But I feel like those sort of are mostly in the first half of the game, and he kind of stops doing those for a bit later on. I mean, again, it is a long game, so I'd have to see how it holds up. Haven't gotten to the second half, or even anywhere past, say, the first third very much. You know, I'd beaten it once, and that's it. Voice acting, it's not super great, no. No, I can't really stream Final Fantasy X. I mean, I could. I have a PS2 and a capture device, but I mean, the version I'm playing is on the Vita. And not only does the Vita not have a whole lot of games, also doesn't have a cheap way to get video out from it. I still love it regardless. It's a great little system. It's actually a pretty big system, but still, no easy video out unless I want to spend hundreds of dollars, and I kind of don't. Oh, what's this? What popped up? Yeah. You know, I've lost 80 guests since I built a new park and made the park entrance free. How does this even happen? Everything has gone south so quickly. Could I stream I'm Scared before I'm done tonight? Nope, not today. Tomorrow I'm going to be really busy, so I can't stay up super late. I never liked Final Fantasy XII. I didn't like the battle system. It just felt like an MMO, but nobody else was playing. And, I mean, MMOs are only fun because of the social aspect. Couldn't get into the story. So, at least the metal collector's tin edition thing looked kind of nice. I do have Spelunky on the Vita. I suck at it. To be fair, that's pretty much how I am at most games. But still. Never played Final Fantasy X2. I meant to. I guess I own it now. It's sort of dumb that you get the Vita copy of Final Fantasy X HD and it comes with a download voucher for X2 instead of just having it on the cart or having a second cart. Next extended cast, retry this scenario. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to do it again. No, but tomorrow or today I'm gonna have to go out and do some car shopping. My $1,500 2000 Ford Explorer finally bit the dust over winter break a couple of months ago. Transmission blew on it and it was too much to replace it. So, probably going to go hunt around for used, inexpensive Mazda 3s, hatchbacks. People seem to like them. There's one with 100,000 miles on it. Almost a decade old, not quite, reasonably priced. I have failed my objective. My life. Well, let me just do some selective editing here. I didn't fail my objective. I've won my objective. Just give me a minute. That's one half of the W. You have... Perfect. W. O. N. Oh, there's no N. I'll just take the bottom half of an H. Alright, that's a good start. Fine. My family has a rich tradition in photo editing. having immigrated from the Soviet Union. We actually didn't, by the way. Boom. I did it. See? We won. Which means we don't have to do this again. You have won your objective. We won. That objective is mine. I own it. I won that objective. Which means we're never going to have to see Fungus Woods again. See? Look how legitimate this is. I can even move the camera. Nothing changes. So... perfect. If I move this, though, I have... I have Eba, my objective. I won it. W-U-N. That's how we spell one. It's like a victory ransom letter. What else can I make it spell? Bunch of M. I have men. 600 men, in fact. What else? Nah, it's not words. Kurt. Upside down A's, bits of tree. You have October. I do, in fact. I own that month. Oh well. I tried. At least. Didn't work out, unfortunately. Guess we'll give it a go. Eventually. Some other day. Anyway, it's almost 3 in the morning here. Jersey time. And, I'm a big failure. Unfortunately. So... do I want to save this? No, not really. Whoops, close that. So... I think I'm probably going to go to bed now. It's 3 a.m. I'll try to stream again later this week. We could try Fungus Woods times 3. That would be fun. No, it wouldn't. But, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for listening to my awful 10-year-old literature. I need to sleep. But, consider following the stream if you want. Follow my Twitter account, where there's a picture of my head. And I talk about the stream, sort of. Tweet pictures of the awful spam my roommate eats, or used to eat. If you want to hang out in the chat for a bit, I could run a quick commercial or two and make a few dollars with which to afford more monotone tea. That'd be great. But either way, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate all of that. Thank you for putting up with that massive 2-month-long delay when I was in the UK and wasn't really streaming anything. But, read that notification. Did I get a notification? Oh, these. Are they anything? Monotone ebooks? Someone made this. Is that different than the other one? What was the... oh, Jesus Christ. That's a face I'd be happy to never see again. Fix my keyframe interval. XSplit farted before I went to stream, and it forgot all my settings, and I went in to XSplit to change them, and the XSplit plugin for Twitch turned into Justin TV, and it deauthorized my account, set it to VBR. It was a mess. I thought I had set all the settings back, but I guess not. It used to be fine. Now it's broken again. But, anyway, I'll sort that out later. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate that. Oh, here's monotone quotes. And monotone ebooks. I didn't know this existed. I'll follow that too, why not? Oh man, should follow All Things Considered and Radiolab, because I follow This American Life. That's what the link is. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed, guys. Thank you for watching. Hang out in the chat for a bit if you want. I'm gonna run some quick commercials and play some Hold On Screen music. Thanks again. See you next stream sometime this week. Probably. Something. Don't drink too much monotone tea or else you might not live to see the next stream. Anyway, thanks again, and I'm off. Incoming 3 minutes of commercials.
Every day.
Every day.
every day. Drop it like a top. Drop it like a top. Every day. Every day. Drop it like a top. Drop it like a top. Every day. Every day. Drop it like a top. Drop it like a top. Every day. Every day. Drop it like a top. Drop it like a top. Every day. Every